All right, welcome to the FourNines. It's your boy Rorschach, and this is my little review of the Bengals Niners game. So here we go. Um, yeah, can't not a good start to the rest of the season, I guess. Started 5-0, now we're 5-3, third straight loss. Um, Trent Williams and Debo being out of the game is definitely hurting the team. Um, um, but I don't even know if the offense is necessarily the one to blame. I mean, Brock Purdy had an interception or a fumble, um, and then an interception on what should have been a scoring drive. I don't know why they didn't run it. Um, but as, even with saying all that, I don't blame the offense. As bizarre as that sounds, um, I blame the defense and specifically the coordinator. Um, I think he's way too conservative. He plays the game safe. He's not trying to lose big scores, like long plays, which understandable. I get it. But he also like almost never blitzes. He just keeps his four, even if it's like third and long. He doesn't blitz. He doesn't, which ends up being useless because they'll get those 13 to 15 yards anyway. Like I don't see what the point of preventing the long play is if they're just going to constantly convert downs. Um, I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, they definitely kept us in the game at some point. They had I chalk that down to the actual players. If that makes sense. So like the scheme, like I know he's playing zone, like the rest of the coordinators before him have played, but there's something a little too safe. The only thing that's saving him is that we've gotten turnovers, interceptions or fumbles or whatever that will save that drive. But I mean, they made it all the way down for that fumble, for example. They made it all the way down to the red zone anyway. It's like you got saved by your defense. Like you didn't make that happen. They're just excellent players that they made it happen in spite of what you're trying to do. Does that make sense? So I feel like that is a key thing that needs to change. I know it's bizarre because point wise, like the numbers show that I don't know. It's like he's there like in overall points per game, with the exception of maybe this one. But I don't know. I If you look at the actual game, like it seems like anybody can kind of, if with little short passes, can get at least 7 yards per play, which becomes a problem at the third down. So yeah, I'll leave that up to that. I mean, as far as injuries go, I don't think we have any. Although Brock Purdy did take a big, um, like he got slammed. It was like the last 2 minutes of the game, and it was like the only penalty that was called on the Bengals. They slammed him to the head to the floor, and he. I wouldn't be surprised if he was on the concussion list or whatever concussion protocol again. But I don't know. That to me is the biggest change that needs to happen. Not necessarily the defense. I mean, yeah, we could use another corner to help out Lenore. To swap him out every once in a while, or a better one than Lenore. Have one. Ward or whatever. When they get tired, they replace by Lenore or whatever. If that has to happen. Um, I don't think we need another defensive end. I think Wilkes needs to be more, um, take risks. Take risks. Yeah, and he's too safe. No risk, no reward. And I mean, sometimes he'll get lucky and will come up with a turnover, but I don't attribute that to Wilkes. I attribute that just to the star players that we have. Great Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner, Bosa. I attribute it to those players, these key sacks that they're getting, in spite of how conservative Wilkes is being. Yeah, that's my opinion. Okay, bye.
Hey, look, you just finished that episode of the FourNines. Here's a video to the left of my icon for such and such video, or you could check out this one on the right for such and such video. Wow, crazy. Or you can go ahead and subscribe if you want to.